Okay, everybody, we are in the basement because we went to 2 estate sales and we scored. We scored at one really good. The other one was mediocre. Probably will never drive 50 minutes to this estate sale company again. We won't name them because we don't do that around here. But I was very disappointed. It was day 2 of this estate sale at this huge mansion, and the prices were beyond eBay prices. So I was just like, this is not going to work. And they also were only offering 25% off, and it was day 2 of the sale. So that was a bit disappointing after I drove 50 minutes. But the first estate sale, let's get to it because it was banging and we got some really good things. And on top of that too, I should have asked the guy, but I did not bring my camera because it was a new estate sale company that I hadn't went to in person. I had only ever purchased online from them. So next time I will. He seems really laid back. I kind of wanted to fill him out a little bit. I usually go the first time without filming, and then I film. So let's get to what we found and how much money we spent. Ooh, it was good. Sorry, I had to get that sweatshirt off before we started, but here we go. You ready? Look at it. The bag, that bag, this bag, and this bag, minus these, because I got some on top of the bag. But all of these goodies I got from that estate sale. Oh, yeah. This bag here, minus those vases, were the second estate sale. So we're going to start with the first estate sale. So we're going to start over here. Ignore the mess of the children. Okay, we'll go this way so you don't see the mess. But there were some banging things in here. Some things that were like nostalgic. Some things like I really liked. But like these, I've never seen these before. And I know vintage and seen on TV can sell well. These were not one of those things. So this is probably not something you'd want to pick up. They do sell, but they're just not flying off the shelves. But here nor there, sometimes you don't know until you get home and you look it up, and that's part of the experience, learning together. So then we got the silly slammer thing. Unfortunately, he doesn't work, but I loved his goofy face. So he came home with us. I guess he's an advertising silly slammer. Then Lily found some littles, like little plushies that she thought was kind of cool. Whoops. Which was interesting. I don't know who this guy is, but he hangs on a wheel. Dilbert. I don't know if, is that a cartoon or something? This is more Lily's and Larry's thing, but Lily picks up those sort of things for her dad when she sees them. Let's get to it though. And then I was like standing in line at the estate sale, okay? Standing in line at the estate sale, and this guy's like, what are you playing with? And I'm like, this thing. You've never seen one of these before? So I was standing in line at the estate sale, and I was playing with this thing, which if you guys don't know, this is the original fidget spinner back in my day. And this is like what you played with. If you know what this is, or have played with one of these when you were a kid, you know how fun they are. All the different shapes you can make, you just continue to fidget with them. So just means I'm old. That's all it means, because even the guy at the estate sale didn't know what this was. It was all folded like this. He's, oh, is it a bracelet? I'm like, no, it's not a bracelet. It's like super cool. So yeah, that's how that went. So I showed my age. Mind you, this guy was probably my age, but shh, we don't want to know how each other are. So yeah, that was cool. Then we got this. This reminded me of my teenage years, the mud purse. So I had to get it because I thought it was very nostalgic and cool. And they were just pockets everywhere for the old Nokia phone. And it was in really, really good shape. Look, it even has the little notebook with it still that they never used. They never used the little notebook that came with it. These things were the cool thing to have back in the day. And then Lily found this little tiny one when she wasn't with me because we go separate ways. This little tiny, this was like a makeup one. Look at the little vintage mud credit card. That's not a real credit card. But either way, look, and this one, look if they ever used it. It looks brand spanking new. I mean, obviously, a little discoloration on the metal. That just is normal wear. But for the most part, it's clean. And then I thought this would be really cool on my trinket shelf for you guys to come in and snatch. You don't see these very often anymore. So I was like, yeah, made in USA. We'll take that home. Someone put that on their vintage printer. Pullman, it says. Pullman! Shelf. And then there was this little tiny, which I thought was absolutely adorable. I don't know what that tag is, but yeah. That is adorable. Got a little, like, potential repair. I don't know what's going on right there. But that's really neat. I really like that. Put that on the table though so I don't knock it off. This tiny little cup. Isn't it adorable? It's a Mickey Mouse cup. I think it's silver. Maybe silver. Let's see. Where's my magnet at? It was hanging over here. There it is. It's hanging out right there. Yeah, I think it might be silver, you guys. Ooh, buddy boo. That will be cool if it is. All right. Then I got these. I don't know what I was thinking when I picked these up. I thought they were fun and cool and that someone could craft with them or something because they're like vintage rings. And there's something in the bottom there that I did not look at yet, so I don't know what's in that bag. I figured somebody could craft with those. They're like quarter machine rings. Very nostalgic. Then we got this kitty, nesting kitty cat nesting doll. So that's absolutely amazing. It's not a toy. It's for decorative use only, it says. So don't go playing with it. It's not a toy. Then we got this moose, which is really neat. Trinket shelf again. I have trinket shelf on the brain, if you can't tell. Like, trinket shelf has been my thing. I lost 2 trinket shelves the other day. Somebody bought them, but it's okay. I got new ones to put up. So he's super cute. The moose. I don't think I've ever seen a moose on a trinket shelf, so he is going to go on the trinket shelf stuff. I got a lot of trinket stuff. What's in here? I forgot what was in here. Let's see. What is it? Oh, this is really neat. It's a little mini bracelet that has a dang lighter on it. I've never seen one before. Let's see. Can I figure out how to use it? I think you just, I don't know, you burn yourself while you use it because it's so little, but isn't it neat? I don't really know how to use it, but it's a little tiny lighter. Isn't that neat? So, I don't know why it was in this special little box, because it's not jewelry, but it was. I found that last minute as I was checking out. And then there was this beautiful mirror. It needs a good wiping down. I mean, I just got it, guys. It's coming out of the bag as you see it. But that's a dresser. You would put like your perfume bottles and stuff on it. So that's a thing now. People are going back to setting those things on their dresser. I found this in the basement. Yes, I know it has a chippy, but I couldn't leave it to die. It's got 2 chippies. I can't tell what it says, though. It says Saint Florist, maybe? Relco? I don't know. I have to research it. But it's a vintage ashtray, and someone might forget that. That's a very old pieces. And it was in the basement in a box, and they probably didn't even know they had it because it was in the bottom of a box. Let's see what else is here. I got this because the season is coming for people to make drinks for outdoor events. They're going to want these pretty art glass pieces. Yes, there's a bag in it. I don't know what the bag is serving, but there's a bag in there. Isn't that awesome? I love it. And then we got, oh, let that fall over. This really cool hand-blown vase. So with that applied piece of glass on it, it's gorgeous. I love the color of it. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a green blue. Kind of probably looks darker to you, but it's a lighter in person. And then we got all of these little, I think these little wooden things would be really awesome for someone to put on their trinket shelf too. They got needles inside of them. I don't think I've ever seen needles put inside of little wooden boxes. So there's that. Everything else was mishmash. I really didn't want any of the rest of it, but it kind of came as a set, so we had to take it all. Jack Sewing Machine Shop card. Guess you got free needles or something inside there. But so basically it was just a bunch of has key household. There was no keys in here. I don't see any keys. Oh yeah, there was some keys in there. I don't know. There's some cool stuff in the bottom of this bag. Let's take a look what else is in there. Look at that spool. Goes to a sewing machine, but that'd be cool on a trinket shelf. Here, let's use this little tray to empty this stuff out. See what's in here. Maybe the tray isn't big enough. That tray's not big enough, Katie. What are you thinking? Girl? What are you thinking? Okay, I found a tray that was big enough, so let's get to it and see what else we can find inside this little bag. I really am admired. Yeah, there's no room on my table behind me, so don't judge. Don't come at me in the chat. It was, I don't know what these things are. It looks like it might have been one piece at one time. There is a key in there. I wonder if that's a sewing machine key. What is that thing right there? Of course, there's another bag of things inside that bag. What is this thing? Does anybody know what that is? No clue what that thing is. It looks like it might come apart or something. I don't know. Looks cool though. I'll have to look it up. But look at the old sewing needles. That'd be perfect for a mini shelf. For just display purposes, if you have a sewing room and you want to put sewing things on your mini shelf, like everybody puts these shelves in different rooms of their home. So depending on the aesthetics that you're looking for, you might want that type of stuff on yours. What's in here? More sewing needles. So, yeah, these are cool. If you have a sewing shelf, little shelf for decorative purposes, this would be perfect. And then we got this really cool bird. Looks like an art pottery piece, but I think it's really neat. They did a good job at painting it, so it came home with us. Somebody of it liked the little pheasant, I think. This bird is absolutely darling. I can't believe we had a price so low. It is made of resin, but it's just really detailed, I think. It's only $2. So yes, of course it came home with me. Then we got a frog. Ribbit. The frog must have its eyes closed because he doesn't have any eyeballs. This frog has eyeballs though. He needs a good wipe down though. He's a bit dirty. It looks like he might have been sitting inside of a like a pot or something, because it looks like a splash from when they watered the plant. So that bag, oh no, it's not done, Katie. Let's see if I can get it out with one hand. Look at that beauty. I think this is a friend to the other one, and this one is not damaged, other than the fact that it was in their basement and it's dirty. Sometimes dirty is good, guys. That means someone hasn't seen it in a while. It's been there for a while. And this one says similar. I can't really read it, but it says that DAF. So if you know what DAF pottery is that looks mid-century modern like that, throw it in the comments. Let me know, because I don't know what that is. Do not know. I wish I did, but I don't. You can't know everything. That's part of this business. You learn and you grow as you sell things. So, and again, vintage things sell. This is the vintage old logos. This is from, what year did I see on this? 1993. This person's had this in their cabinet since 1993. Like, what the heck? I was a young child at that time. So this is a bunch of Boy Scouts things, Larry said. I just bought it because I know that he likes those patches. I don't know anything about any of them. That's Larry's jam. What's that say? Has met the requirements for merit badge and citizenship in the nation. Cincinnati Area Council. I wish I had a year on it. Troop 75. Charles Stone. You know anybody named Charles Stone, that might be his patch. There's a whole bag of them. Of different ones. So, that's kind of neat. And then we found bracelets. A whole set of like Poison bracelets. I think they're a little bit more modern, but I still think they're cool and someone might want them. So, I grabbed them. And if you're not familiar with my channel, you can find a lot of this over on Whatnots. on usually Thursday nights and Saturday nights. Every Thursday and Saturday night, unless something happens in our family and we have to reschedule, which is very rare. I try to keep schedules on point. And then also, we also sell over on Niknax in the Buy It Now primarily section. I'm trying to get a more routine down with selling live over there, but I'm a homeschool mom, so it's kind of difficult. And, you know, garden season's coming up. There's just always something. So let's get back to it. Alright, so then we got this little doodad. What's in here? Oh, some little pins. That's what those are. I don't know why they're inside this thing. Maybe they go down in those little divots, but it says Shillitoe's menswear. So I don't know if that's original to those or if those are something else. It says Courage in Action, so maybe it's Boy Scouts. I'm not sure. Maybe it came out of that bag and I didn't realize it. And then this is awesome. I like the shape of this bottle. I've never heard of this brand. It does smell really good. It is almost completely full. But I like the shape of it, so it came home with me because I like that blue bottle. Even if you don't use it for the actual perfume that's in it, which smells good, you can, you know, dump it out and just use it as a display piece. And how often do you find vintage $1.96 vintage green and orange ashtrays? So I was trying to read it. It says made in USA right there. So that shows you that they're older and not modern. And then I thought this thing was absolutely amazing. And I thought it was a real lantern until I got it home and realized it plays music. I'm not twisting it though. It does work. It started playing music when I touched it when we got home. So is that not darling? I love it so much. It's absolutely amazing. It's a perfect piece to sit on your like outside patio. You want to play a little music without any actual plugs. That would be nice. And then we found these, which are okay, but not amazing. I feel like they should have given it more color, but it is what it is. And there's this one too. Don't know what it's supposed to be though. Very abstract. But I like it. So they came home with us because those little pictures like that sell really well for me. And then I know that everybody in the 90s mom had a pair of these. Right? Anybody else? I don't know what they're called. Got little pandas on them. So you can do it. There it goes. They're supposed to be like relaxing or something. I don't know. But I got those. They're made in China. I don't know how old they really are, but I sold one of these at Christmas last year. I can't decide if he's supposed to have a body, but I feel like it would hang over the clock, so maybe his head's just supposed to be poking out. And then there's another mouse on this side. So that sold really well for me at Christmas time, so we took that home. And then vintage hairpins. They paid a whopping, I have no clue for. They look like they're all there. But they're older. Those sell well for me as well. It's in here because I done forgot. Oh, the little keys. Those are awesome. What do y'all think about those? For the mini shelf. And then the little box would also go in there. I don't know that jewelry company in Cincinnati, but it is what it is. Now, I didn't catch in the basement when I decided to get this that it had a whopping chunk out of it, but it also came out of that basement where all those other ashtrays were, and I feel like where it's at, it kind of deters from the it being so noticeable. It's right where the divot where you would sit, but it's still a beautiful blue, and someone will love it. I promise you. Someone will say, I love it just as much as you did, and I'm glad you saved it. Then we got this little timer, little bug timer, ladybug. I just sold the last one that I had like this, so I got that. This I got only because I wanted to put jewelry in it when I do jewelry bundles. So, it looks like someone had candy in it at one point. And then this was disappointing because I didn't realize, I think that's mold inside there. That's definitely mold. Am I mistaking? Is that mold? So that's kind of garbage because it's no good. And then I thought this was interesting. It's a piece of copper and like it's got someone's photo like chiseled on it. Have you guys ever seen that before? It kind of looks like a stamp, but it's not. It's not got enough texture to it to be a stamp. It's like just etched. That was pretty cool to grab. Never seen anything like that before. I thought these might glow with a black light. That is why I bought them. So where is the black light hiding? There's a black light right over there. Let's see if it glows. Let's see. Who in the chat thinks it's gonna glow? Oh, look. The light's on, so I don't know if you guys can see it really well, but it is glowing. I don't want to turn the light off, but it is glowing, so that's why I bought that, because I thought it might glow. So that is awesome. Possums. So we got to this estate sale, and I could not believe how many people were in line behind us. We were number like 14 or 12 or something like that. And we got there about an hour and a half before it started and was standing outside. And when I say these people lined up, this estate sale was packed. There was probably 75 people or more, like a half a block of people standing in the middle of the road, down the road from this house. It was obnoxiously crazy. So let's get to it and see what else we got in this bag though. All right, that's just a bag. We got this cutie cow. Look at her. Let's take her sticker off her forehead. Isn't she adorable? She's Japan made. I just thought she was derpy. It looks like she have a broken leg. She's got her little leg wrapped. She's absolutely darling. And then this kind of reminded me of Hen on a Nest. So I was like, that's got to go with us too. Which it looks very old too, based off the bottom. That would be great for a little shelf as well. This is very MCM looking. It is a planter. Let's see if I can get the sticker off so you can actually see it without that being in the way. Is it a bird? I think it's a bird. It's a bird. Isn't it a bird? Sure looks like a bird to me. But yeah, I really like that. I do not know who makes this, but I love that soft blue and how the white underneath bleeds through. And it's a tiny little vase. And I sold literally like the day before the sale. I sold like every single vase I had in this room. And you can see there's lots of stuff in the room. I had a shelf there that sold, a shelf there that sold. It was crazy that night. Look at this one. Is that not hilarious? Whose grandma had a table like this in their living room when I was a kid? I know my grandmother did. I think it's Napco. I think that says Napco, that little tiny sticker. But I found that out in the shed at this estate sale. So I was like, yes, you can come home with me. This beautiful ashtray. Let's peel the sticker off of it. Well, I epically failed. I wonder if that one glows. Let's see. No glow. No glow besides the sticker. But isn't that awesome? I love it. I love it. There's a random earring on the floor that's been demolished. And then Lily was with me at this estate sale and she found this guy. I was like, oh, Lily, he doesn't sell for very much, but she's like, I like him, Mom. So we got him because she liked him. Sometimes I just let her pick because she went with me. This is chalkware, and I thought about finding a really cool vintage like card or something to put in this. Like I find vintage cards at the flea market all the time. So I was thinking that I could find a really cool vintage card to put in that. Because it's chalkware and it's awesome. We don't want it to break. So let's wedge it in there. Vintage Clorox. I thought that was awesome. I love the graphics. Trial size. Meets all of your trial needs. But yeah, I looked these up. They don't have a huge sell-through rate on platforms. But people do like the graphics for aesthetics reasons for like their laundry rooms, so they do buy them for that reason. So like I think it comped for like 15 bucks. Again, another ashtray that's a little beat up, but I couldn't leave it behind because they throw everything in the trash at estate sales, I believe, afterwards. And I was in a dark basement and didn't notice it until I got up to the light. I was already committed in line, so I was just like, I'll buy it, whatever. I brought it up from the basement. It has to come home with me now. I'll put marbles in it in my raid trains and they'll sell and whatnot. Scholarship. I don't know what these are. Looks like maybe high school buttons or something. 69 RS HNS 50. So 1950 maybe? I don't know. I thought the buttons were cool. Larry likes that kind of stuff, so. And that needs a good cleanup, but I thought it went really well with the other ones. Gas line, made in USA. That one obviously has been used. This is all paper, I believe. Oops, nope, there's stuff underneath it. I got a new 10 type. That man looks like he was probably a very good looking fellow. He got big ears. He looks like he's not got a beer belly. He looks like he was probably wealthy. What do y'all think? But a 10 type. And the really cool thing is it says Uncle Will. So Uncle Will is now going to be someone else's Uncle Will in their beautiful album. So there's that. Let's see. Get this out without breaking anything. What's in there? Ooh, look at that. Frisch's. If y'all from Cincinnati, you already know the Frisch's Big Boy is going out of business. And this is a banger. People are going to want this soon. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. So, got that. And then this one Larry said he might keep. The Playboys Club. Some of these just went at auction. This particular one, instead of 4, sold for like $30 at my local auction. I tried to get them, but they didn't happen. We got that one. And then I was like, I know what this is. Does anybody else know what this is? It's an Artesania Recanata. I think I already have this one, so I'm going to let you guys have it. Let's pick this whole tray up and look at it. Mia was giving me some of her littles that she stole out of my little shelf. That's my daughter, my 4-year-old, you guys. So there's some littles that were already down here. So if you see, like, I already seen that in your video. Well, that's why. Because she was giving them back to me, putting them in this tray. Three Stooges, Clark. Isn't Clark a gas station? I don't even know. But yeah, look how cool. I got this jewelry. Oh, so pretty. Some of it needs repair. Just like little trinkets. This says Napier. Is it Nipper? Nipper, maybe? Not Napier? I don't know what I'm saying. So all the little trolls. The little penguin. More of the buttons. I got this just because I thought it was cool. It's an elephant, but it's a tea steeper. Y'all know me. You know I love my tea. I think these are more patches. This thing is absolutely darling. It's a magnifying glass, but it's on a necklace. Is that not cool? Awesome. And it's got a vintage class, but it said 1928, so I think that's like a newer brand made to look old. But I still grabbed it. Little bitty doggies. I think this is a pin cushion, but I think it might have had an additional step. But I feel like somebody might want it for an actual pin cushion because that's what it is. It says singer on it, I think. I have to get the loop and look at it closely. Look how gorgeous this thing is. It's an adjustable ring. They had a lot of jewelry. When I got up there, the one lady I asked about the jewelry, she was like, oh no, it's going to be $3 a piece. And then when I got up there and checked out, he's like, no, we could have bundled it for you if you wanted it all. This says B&R Japan. It's a whistle. So, but it was too late. Look at him. He wiggles. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I'm going to give him a little bath though, because he needs a cleaning. Little panda pin. He just keeps going. The jewelry is like, some of the stuff is mismatched. This is awesome. My friend on Whatnot's going to love this thing. This little pewter train. And then these things also recently went at auction. I can't remember what they said they were. Posted, guaranteed. Basically, like if you lose your keys, they can mail it back to you by the license plate number. And they're like museum style pieces. But I scored some. And I also thought someone might like that for their little shelf. Look at that celluloid pen back on that. I can't tell what it says though. That is tiny. And look at the little, I sold this before too. The little baby pen that they put on the diaper. I've sold those before. How pretty that is. It needs a cleaning. They're dirty. But so yeah, got all of that little stuff, which is amazing. That's just tray 1. I got 2 trays of things. It's in that bag over there. All right, that's it for that bag. You ready to see the good stuff? Ooh, yeah, it's coming. Just wait, I gotta move this. All right, here's the goodies. The 3 best things I'm most excited about, which may not end up for you to buy. I don't know. I already have these colors, so I really don't need them, but I love them, so maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But look. Beautiful, baby. Look how gorgeous that is. Got that one. And we got that one. I do not know who makes these though. And this one's probably the best one of them all. And it's got this weird like bubbles on the side. Very abstract looking. Nice pretty bottom. They need a little cleaning. They're quite dusty on the inside. But is that not beautiful? Or is it beautiful? Yes, I will keep. Probably if anyone keeping any of them, it's going to be that one. To be honest with you. And then Larry found this hat. This came from the Second Estate. So this was the Second Estate. Their stuff was way overpriced. So Larry picked this one. It is made in USA, vintage. I wonder if he realized it was signed all over the bottom of it. So probably did it. Frank 94, Clint. Wonder if that's like when he went fishing with people. I have no clue. There's that. Let's get this bag open. Let me unwrap all this and I'll be right back. Okie dokie. I just randomly found out that this vase that I got glows. Did I show you? Let me show you again if I did show you. Look at that gorgeousness. Oh my goodness, it glows. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So exciting. So exciting. The other two do not, but we also got this poodle, my poodles. He needs a little bit of poodly love on his tail, but isn't he cute? Look, he's got googly eyes. Is he got googly eyes? No, they don't move. They're just eyeballs. Isn't that adorable? Mind you, they had this priced at $12 with damage. I'm just like, whoa. But I still had to get it because I had the fur. I would have bought all the poodles that they had because they had a whole closet full of them. But they were just in crazily prices. Like this one right here. She had $21 on this. And look at that damage. There's damage. There's damage. I mean, she did come down and gave me a better price on it. But I'm like, goodness gracious, lady. She's reaching. I don't know who that is. It says left in maybe? Yeah, it's a left in piece. It's cute still. It very much is worthy of being on someone's shelf. But not for what they were wanting. Especially for resale. And clearly the prices were even too high for collectors. Because like, you should have seen how many people at this estate sale. Like, there was a ton of people at this estate sale. Mind you, the second estate sale wasn't quite as busy as the first estate sale from the day before. But there was, I would say, at least 55 people walking around this house or more. And barely anybody had things in their hands. And this house was still extremely full. So that, there's two things. Either they don't have good things, which they definitely did. Or two, their items are too overly priced. Like the one lady that I was talking to said that she doesn't come to this estate sale company very often because of the prices. And that a lot of the people were complaining about how high she was getting. Like, I understand they have to make their money too, but goodness gracious, the price things, like the things were priced at the price that they were selling for on eBay plus shipping. So they were asking, let's hypothetically say one of the poodles was selling for $25 with $10 or $12 shipping. The estate sale company was asking that $40-something price for them. Like that's I would order it online and have it delivered to my house, not drive 50 minutes to get it and pay what I paid if it was delivered to my house. Come on. But the lady was really nice, and she did give me a deal on the dollhouse furniture, which I'm about to show you in a minute. I gotta change my battery on my camera, and then I'm gonna show you those goodies. So that battery's a little better. Yeah, it is. Let's go see what else is over here. All right, so we ended up getting, we were talking about this poodle at $12, which with, okay, I paid 12 bucks for that. I mean, the items were 20% off, but she literally Google Lens this right in front of me. Instead of just giving me a price on it and moving on, she Google Lensed it, which I was like flabbergasted that happened, but it is what it is. Your business, do what you want, but I don't have to be a part of it. This was a beautiful piece here. This actually has really good perfume in it. It smells really good. Do I know who makes it? No, I don't. Passion is all I can read on there. But I thought it was a pretty, I know that this would look gorgeous on top of that little tray that's over here. So I'll probably display it like that for people to see. I got these little dices. I like the little bitty tiny ones. Look how little they are. They're itty bitty. Got this little, and the cool thing is his arms move. You guys ever seen a little pottery bear? And I don't see any info on him of who made him. He's ceramic though, crazy enough. But he is like, can stand, he's posable basically. So we got that. And then this is probably the best thing that we got at the estate sale. They had $225 on the dollhouse plus this furniture. And I was like, I don't want the dollhouse. Would you sell just the furniture? And they were like, well, all the furniture? I was like, well, there's only certain pieces of the furniture that I actually want. Can I pick what I want? And then you guys give me a price. So that's what we did. We'll start with the books and then we'll pull all these little pieces out of here. So I got this, just nostalgic. I honestly thought the twins would play with it. But it was kind of cool and old. Vintage, Pennsylvania. I was trying to see if it had a copyright date on it. Somebody bought it at the Goodwill at some point. But yeah, so I just thought that was cool. It's a perky poodle. You make a poodle. This lady must have had a poodle or something because they really liked poodles. I wish I would have found more of these, but I only found a few of the little golden books. They're adorable. I think I paid $2 or $3 for these. I don't know. Porky Pig and Bugs Bunny. And the Fairy Princess Barbie. So, I had someone on my show the other day asking for these, so that's why I picked these up. I typically don't buy books because I get them in lockers so much. Alright, we're going to dig through this. I think the girls put this in here. This is not from the estate sale. This is what happens when you have little kids, guys. They do these things. They do these things and they put things in things and they take things out of things and things go missing after you sold them and you're like, where did that go? Oh my God. But then you find it. Thank goodness. Alright. I didn't count them, but she charged me 40 bucks for all of these. And I normally charge $5 a piece for my miniatures, depending on what they are. Look at that little pewter fairy. The little, is that a seal? 1993 it says. The bottles are just darling. The little tiny bottles. Made in Hong Kong bottle. There's several of those. I just got a bunch of these vases off Facebook Marketplace, but I grabbed them and I love this. I'm going to actually see if Mia wants this because I think she loves it, but I'm scared she's going to break it, so I don't know if I should give it to her or not. I'm going to look it up first before I give it to her. Little tiny sewing machine. There, I've had this dog before. He's made in Japan. Look at that little lantern. It's got a feather in it. That's weird. Little vintage little radio graph thingy. Little trolley cart, which is absolutely darling. Look how cute that is. It's missing some front wheels, but he's still really cool. I've never seen anything like it. Might have to steal the wheels off of this and fix that. Just kidding. But I got all of that for 40 bucks. I thought that was a steal of a deal. Have you ever seen a little tiny brick? A little brick. Oh, there it is. It said Building Brick Company, Clayton, Ohio. I guess it's a sample brick. Show you the durability. And there's two little rugs down here. I don't know. I just grabbed it because I thought all these were cute. And I do really well with my littles. Like, every show I do amazing with the tiny stuff. So, I'm always looking for it. When I find it, I'm like, please sell it to me. Please, please sell it to me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cats in this lot. Alright, let's see what else is last bag. Dun 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 dun. I'd like to say that I saved the last bag for the best, but I might have, or I don't know. But I do love this very much. He's vintage. He's old with his original tag. I hope I can get that sticker off without damaging that. But who else knows who he is? Is he not the cutest little thing? Look at his eyelashes. Oh my goodness. He's adorable. He's darling. And I love him. And I got him for 20 bucks. He gave me $5 off on day one. Because I was like, dude, that's full retail. Can you give me a little bit of a discount? I really want him. And he did. He was nice. Even though they said no discounts on day one, this guy was nice. Look, it did not tear the sticker up. I wonder if it tells a story on the inside. It sure does. I love it. So, he's not got a big resale value to him at $20. But he was very nostalgic, so he had to come home with me. Like, you know, it's just sometimes that's just is the way it is. We're going to stick him right up there next to my coffee that I need to throw in the garbage. So he's going to chill there for a little bit. And then he's absolutely really cool as well. He's old and he does work. His pull string does function.
You are one of a kind.
You are one of a kind. He is not one of a kind, but he's awesome. So he came home with us. And then we stopped at the thrift store and I bought this. I'm always selling my mini shelves. So I was like, I could use you. You could come home with me. So guess where this baby's going? He's going right over there where the one's missing at. So this was right after we left the estate sale. The first day we stopped and got this. Not another amazing vintage mud purse. You weren't cool unless you had a mud purse and mud jeans back in the 90s, amongst other things that made you cool. But these were one of those that made you cool. Then we got these beautiful trays of jewelry. Let's take a looky-loo on what's in here. Some more of the earrings that match the other ones. These are Bakelite. I knew right what they were when I... Not Bakelite, Katie. Goodness gracious. Lucite. These are Lucite. This is Bakelite, so I can show you the difference. See difference? How one's a little bit more this one's real translucent looking. And that one's more like dark red. Found these at the Goodwill bins. I knew exactly what they were, the handle was, right when I seen them. And everyone just left them in the bottom of the bin with the rest of the silverware because they didn't think it was cool. Well, it was cool. You should have bought it. Got this beautiful perfume bottle. This was a estate sale one, so look at that one. I'm scared to smell that. It doesn't look like it probably smells very good. Wooden beads. A little bit more vintage jewelry. Look how pretty these are. Gorgeous. He's like, those aren't worth that much, so we didn't really price them high. I'm like, okay, well, I thought they're cool. That's a pewter piece. Look at her. Isn't she darling? And then these are for my little shelf. Someone will want those little dicey looking things. I don't know what the game is, but it is what it is. Screwbacks. They look like stars, starbursts. The iconic starburst pattern. This is a typewriter eraser. I did not know that when I bought it, but I thought it was awesome and would be great for a printer shelf. So it came home with me. This one is damaged, but I thought maybe you could take off the bottom half of it and someone could use it as a charm. So that's why I took that one. Beautiful. This came on top of this. Weirdly enough, they had this like this. Like that. Like it's the lid to the cup, but that's a drawer pull. Someone asked me the other day for some Delft, so I grabbed that for that reason. It isn't amazing, but it's something. Here's another little tiny perfume bottle, which I do not know what it smells like. I have not opened that one. A little tiny pocket knife, like razor. Close it, Katie, so you don't hurt yourself. Omega pocket knife, it says, and it's gold. This little guy would be perfect for a mini shelf, or you can use it as a little brooch. Glass beaded necklace, which I thought was really pretty. I like the clasp on it, which shows its age. And then there's this one too, which this one looks like it might have went to like a rosary or something. I need to untangle it, obviously it's tangled up. Let's see what's under that one. some more. I probably should have left this behind. It's not shaped very well, but it is pretty, and I think it is sterling. Let's see, where's my magnets at? Yeah, so it's sterling. They just didn't realize it was sterling, or they would have had it with their good jewelry. So then what we'll do is, since that's not in the greatest of shape, we will take that to our jeweler, and he'll basically break it down. Another beautiful pieces of jewelry. These are glass and glass. Look at this one. These might glow. No, they do not. Sometimes this moon glow lucite will glow, so always check it. And then I got some little wooden rhino, an elephant, and a lion maybe. I don't think there's anything else. And that will conclude the 2 estate sales that we went to. And we spent, I think, maybe like $225 on everything between the 2 estate sales. One was like $50 or $60, and one, I know the one was like with tax was like $120. So maybe under $200. I'm not 100% sure. I would have to go back and look at the receipts. But approximately a little over $200 for everything you just seen in the video at an estate sale in the greater Cincinnati area. I will not name companies because I did not ask permission to talk about the company names in the video, so I will not name them, but I was impressed with the one and not so much with the other. One, because I drove 50 minutes to almost Dayton, Ohio to go to the second sale, and I wasn't expecting to find a lot of really good things left, but I thought I would leave with at least a bag of stuff, and I left with like a Kroger bag full of things. So that's too long of a haul for me to drive and leave with like 5 things. So probably won't do that again. Even though the people were super nice, I will say they were really nice. They were just expecting more than what they should have. And I later found out the lady that runs the estate sale owns a antique shop. So she does know some of the prices for some of the things, but she has to understand a lot of people that go to estate sales are for reselling and not necessarily always wanting collector prices at estate sales. But that's the market we live in nowadays, guys. We live in a market where things just cost a lot more money. Therefore, you got to ask a lot more money. I do have a few things that I got off of Marketplace. I'll show you real quick before we go. That is not in videos. I got this off of Marketplace recently. It needs a really good soaking because it's got really hard water stains. I got this at actually the in my most recent video, but this came from Marketplace here, and that was my video as well. Got this at the estate sale the previous weekend. This particular estate sale company will not allow me to record. They told me no. But yeah, so with that being said, that's it. That's all I got, y'all. And I'll catch y'all next week. We are going to the flea market this weekend, so hopefully we'll find some goodies then too to record for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, follow, share, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.